the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Yardage here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Thompson to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Thompson now, 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, Thompson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Thompson now. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Thompson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Second down and goal. Thompson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Thompson. And he's got it. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Second down. Here's Thompson. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Thompson now, third down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And it's Washington out to an early lead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get this down to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tops it now from the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. But we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Thompson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third and long, Thompson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. In motion, the tight end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. First down, Thompson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. On second down, it's Walker. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Thompson looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Thompson. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Thompson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp. Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day. And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter. Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Here we go on 4th down. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Thompson to throw from his end zone. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 88 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Thompson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.